Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family. Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? Of course, like always, it's not financial advice. Yo, Crypto Nation and mining family, what's going on? So, got myself a little bit of a different one. Ooh, got some stuff on the workbench here. Mining.com. If you would like to help support me and Mikkel a little bit on our endeavors, I have links in down below, guys. I have a Patreon, so you can hop on into there. Mining After Dark, and you can support me and my home dog Crypto Mikkel with us sitting here getting some equipment to test on, helping us opening up a mining facility. I'm so excited to be able to do this one. Oh my gosh. But without any further ado, guys, let's take away that really bright light in front of me and hop into today's little segment. So got ourselves a box. What's in the box, right? Inside the box, got some foam, keep everything safe. Put that off to the side. It's got some tools here, some like Allen keys, a little teeny tiny screwdriver. It's so cute. See, it's so cute. It's tiny. It's so cute. Oh. So I'll put that over side here, and then we have a crinkly bag, of course, right? And nothing else in the box. But we got a crinkly bag, right? So inside the crinkly bag, anti-static bag, is a laptop battery. And guys, if you're ever handling batteries, don't put it in the garbage. They have to be properly recycled, guys. So, being a mechanic, I could sit there and lump this in with the batteries that we send out for recycling from our shop. So, bam! Makes life a little easier with that standpoint. All right. So, one thing that you're gonna need is make sure you got like a garbage card that, it doesn't mean anything. You can, it's just a nice, good plastic stiff card, not one of those new chintzy plastic that like crumbles. You need one that, can take a little bit of force. Okay. So, let me put this up over here. So, bam. So, the first thing we're going to have to do is flip. Oop, my camera doesn't want to focus. Well, we're going to flip this thing over. And we're going to take off these screws here. And hopefully, without any issues, we should be able to pop this thing open. So, let me grab one of these. Let's see, are they the same size? Oh, wow. One's an Allen and then one's a screwdriver. Okay. So on here are the Allens. So and I like to line these up just in case you get different sizes as you're pulling stuff apart. It's easier to map it back out if you put your screws back in exactly where you pulled them out. So, I'm gonna do that. Being a mechanic, that's something that I get that I do all the time. It's baked into my head is to just pull the screws out and have like a methodology to how you're going to put stuff back together. And aha. So, just as I was suspecting. So, we have a longer one. Actually, I can go like this. Make this easier for me. So, we got a nice long one. Bam. Just like that. And then I got a little short one. So, this is why I tend to line stuff up. So put that one there. We'll go ahead. Alright, this one was a little on the looser side. So it looks like some of these weren't all the way tight. Okay. Of course, somebody's gonna try to call me while I'm doing a video. It's like, I didn't answer you for a reason. I'm doing something. Alright, so let's see. Now that I've got it all apart, see if I can slide just like this. And I'm just sitting here sliding it into this little edge here, so there's like a little lip edge, as you can see. It's holding the card. So I'm sitting here just kind of working this tool into here, so I'm like basically lifting it up on its clips. Alright, bam, look at that. I can already get my finger into here, guys. Bam, look at that. Bam. Bam. Alright. Let's try that again. Odd. Alright. So, it's not wanting to come apart here. I have a suspicion that we got a hidden screw somewhere in here. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to flip it over and see if we got a hidden screw from above. And no, it would have been somewhere in here. So no screw in here. So the next thing we do, because it's not coming up, you're going to break this if you try to do this. So take this nice handy dandy little tool. I think it's underneath this little rubber strip. So we're going to have to peel this rubber strip up now. So I kind of work it in there real good. And just start lifting. And it will come up a little bit. And I see a hole here. And I got a partial hole over here. So I bet you we got two more little itty bitty little screws. And they're hidden underneath here. That was one. You hear that? I bet you it'll come up now. Oh, look at that, by hand. It's like, oh, thank you, we're free. Freedom! Let's see here. Oh, I got one more over here. I have a suspicion. Do we have one over here? Nope, I got one more right here. Bam, look at that. 3 hidden screws underneath this little rubber piece. So, guys, whenever you're doing this stuff, be careful. Don't just yank stuff apart. You will break it. So, we have the cooling fan in here. Now, this is actually not too bad. This is 3 years of this thing basically not being touched in any way, shape, or form. We got our hard drive here. It's the first time I'm opening up this bad boy. So, we got our laptop RAM right in here. And let's see here. How many gigs are you? So, we've got 8 gigabyte stick, so it's got 16 gigabytes of RAM in here. You can, if you wanted to, take these apart. I've actually never done this before. Aha. So, this here is basically laptop RAM. It's so cute, so tiny. So, considering that this is an 8 GB module, which means that underneath the sticker here, there's little black pods. Each one of these, there's 8 of them here, are 1 GB memory modules. And sometimes it's not a bad idea when you got everything apart like this to actually pull up your RAM and reseat it in. So I've had one of my friends had to help me out once. We had, I'll go back to this picture. He had to help me out because like I couldn't get it to boot anymore, right? And be careful when you're slotting this stuff back down. It's a little spring loaded on here. It's supposed to just slow it in, I thought. There we go. And just like that, you know. It doesn't feel right though. Feels goofy. I know I'm not putting it in wrong because it can only go in one way because there's a little groove in here. It just doesn't feel like it's sat. Ah, there we go. It didn't. There we go. I didn't realize it could wiggle in a little bit more. See? I could do the same thing here. And what I'm doing, I'm just checking the connections, making sure there's no dirt or anything like that really on the connection. Why did you go in better than the other side? I'm going to try that again because just to make sure it's, yeah, for whatever reason, the first time I slotted that in, it didn't want to drop in that nicely. So make sure it drops in really nicely. This is like a good time to like sit here and kind of dedust everything at the same time. This is the battery we're replacing. So awesome. So this has actually got a little heat pipe here for probably the north and south bridge on here. And you can actually kind of consider this being partially water cooled. I know it sounds really weird, but there's a little radiator in here for wicking off the heat off of the copper tube in here, okay? Inside of this tube, there is a little bit of liquid in here. A minuscule amount. I mean, really minuscule. But you still get a small cooling effect from liquid. So, what kind of liquid they have in here, I'm not sure. I would suspect like a distilled water or something that could evaporate, and then as it gets by the cooler, it would condense down, and it's a hollow tube, and there's like little probably like copper beads or something like that to be able to wick it back down towards the heat source. So at this time, I'm going to got my handy dandy vacuum cleaner. So I will mute the mic while I'm doing this, and this is the fan right here. I always hold on to the fan. Don't let the fan spool up when you're blowing it off, okay? Put this over here. Undo you a little bit here. I need just enough to get down to my plug over here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mute this just to dedust this real fast. Oops, I didn't think about it, but I had my screws and I went right to the edge. Thankfully I remember what was what. So the long ones were in the back. I like blew my screws off to the side, you know. That's how you know when you're like kind of just in the groove doing stuff. But thankfully I got enough stuff here to kind of block everything from just getting blown away. Make sure I got everything here. So I have a feeling I'm at least missing one. Yeah, I'm missing just one. Where'd you go? Hello? I'll find that sucker right now. Let's see, where did you go? You can tell this was unscripted right here. I just blew one screw out of the way. I will have to find that because I couldn't have gone far. Unless I grabbed it with my magnet here. No. Well, I will have to find that here in a second. It couldn't have gone too far. I'm doing it this way. Don't. Well, I will find it. It's up. It's got to be up in the top of my desk somewhere. I'll find that in a moment. Let's keep moving on. Just blow off this way. Man, I feel kind of silly. I blew one screw away. I'll get it. Even if it shot off over here, I got a wall right here, so then it just fell right there, and I'll find that in a second. It's here somewhere. Couldn't have gone far. So, moving right along, and it looks like to hold the battery in, it's got but 4 screws in there. It looks like it's a screwdriver. It looks like this kit for this battery has everything you need. So if you had no tools whatsoever, doesn't look like it would be a problem. Alright. Kind of give this thing a gentle pull. Don't just like gorilla arm bar this thing. Alright, here. And I'm going to try to route this thing kind of the same way they have it here. This way it just has that clean look to it. Alright, so now it's got that trained look to it, so bam. Hey, wait a minute here. Oh, I went the wrong direction. That's why it looked goofy. Ah. Alright, so bam. Put this off to the side here. And we can go ahead and just seat this bad boy right on in. So, bam. nice and compact. Make sure nothing's in the way of anything. So bam. Now this thing can go right back together. Alright. One more. And this thing is pretty much back together. Alright, bam. Just like that. Now the battery, the new battery is in place. Everything has been dedusted. I really wonder what happened to that other screw. I'll have to find that in a moment. Anyway, it's not going to stop me from at least starting to get this thing back together. So, I try to take it apart the same way I basically put it. I put it back together the same way I took it apart. So, it should snap right into place, just like that. But bam. Just like that. Make sure I grab the right one. And I can go ahead and start screwing these hidden screws back down. There we go. That one's back down. Alright. That one's back down. And we could take this little rubber strip and lay it right back into that channel. Like it never happened. Look at that. Already looking like it's back to normal, right? So, go ahead and put the long ones around the back on this one. Alright. Ooh, these screws are real small to get these bad boys back in. Ooh. Alright. Alright, so let's give this one more good look around here. I got screwdrivers. Ah, I found it. Sweet. Just had to look a little bit more. Found it. I knew it was right there. Awesome. Now I feel better. Alright. So, give it a little test power up. These batteries usually have enough to at least fire up. So, oh, We have the power button lit up. We got Hewlett Packard. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. It's doing stuff. And this is a touchscreen, guys. Bam! Look at that. So, and it is, it is saying looking for you. So it is in its boot up sequence to basically look for let's see here. I just want to turn you off. Let's see here. Fine. So we'll go ahead and power that off. Just because of the fact that we got to power it, we have to charge the battery up a little bit more. So, hope you guys found that a little informative, how to get the back panel off properly. That sometimes they give you the proper tools with it. Don't always count on it. You'll need, a card of some sort, something that's nice and plasticky that you don't care about. All right. Or if you got a set of spreaders, but I've always found that, well, a card of some sort actually does one of the best tricks of the trade. So I'll give this thing a little bit of a clean up on here, wipe it down on the outside a little bit here, and plug this thing in, and it should be good to go. So I hope you guys did like this video. If you guys did, certainly smash that Lizzity like button, guys. Hit the bell notification, subscribe, share this video with at least one other person as I sit there and disassemble things to repair them on a regular basis. I love doing that. I hope you guys love it, and I'll definitely see you all on the next one. Yo!